Okay, the directions for number 28 through 31 say solve for the indicated values, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So on number 28, they give you that we have the diameter of a circle is 10 meters, and they want us to find our area and our circumference. So what is the circumference formula? Circumference is equal to 2 pi r, and then my area is going to be equal to pi r squared. Okay, so what is our radius if our diameter is 10 meters? Our radius is going to be equal to half of that, so that's going to be 5 meters. So I'm going to plug in, that's going to be 2 times pi times 5. That is going to give me 10 pi, exactly, 10 pi meters. What is that rounded? I'm going to put both answers. 10 times pi is going to give me 31.4 approximately meters. So there's my circumference, what it is exactly and what it is rounded. What about my area? My area is going to give me pi times 5 squared. That's going to give me exactly 25 pi meters squared. What is that rounded? That rounds to about 78.5 meters squared of area. So we have our rounded answer and our exact answer. Number 29 gives me the circumference of a circle. It says that the circumference is equal to 28 pi. So how did they find that? What is the circumference formula that they used? They set 2 times pi times r equal, and they got 28 pi as their answer. So if we want to get the radius, what I need to do right now, this is times 2 pi. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. When I do that, the 2 pi cancels out of the left side, the pi cancels out of the right side, and my radius is going to be equal to 28 divided by 2, which is 14. So the radius is 14, so what is the diameter going to be? The diameter is going to be equal to 14 times 2. So that's going to give me 28. 28. Okay. Number 30, they give me the area of a circle. They say that the area of that circle is 49 pi. So how do they calculate that? They just use the formula, which is pi r squared. And that's equal to 49 pi. That's what they got. So how would I go back and get my radius? I'm going to divide by pi on both sides. So the pi will cancel out on the right-hand side. 49 pi divided by pi is 49. So if r squared is 49, what is r? The inverse of squaring something is taking the square root. So the square root of 49 is going to give me 7 centimeters for my radius. Okay. Number 31 is just a more complicated version of number 30 because it does not have a pi that's going to cancel out. So the area of a circle is equal to 55.4. So what can I plug in for my area of a circle formula? Pi r squared is how they calculated the 55.4. So I want to go get my radius. So I'm going to go get r squared. So I'm going to divide by pi on both sides. And unfortunately, there's not a pi for this to cancel out with. And so I'm going to have to type into my calculator 55.4 divided by pi, and I'm going to end up taking the square root of that. So the radius will be equal to the square root of 55.4 divided by pi. So remember, we talked about how to store that answer in your calculator. When you type in 55.4 divided by pi, you get 17.634, and it keeps going. When we go to take the square root of that, we use that button to recall it using that answer button. So come see me if you're confused on how to do that. So what is my radius about? My radius is going to be about 4.2. I'm going to take that number, 4.1993, and I'm going to double it to find my diameter. So when I multiply that by 2, that is going to give me for my diameter, that's going to be double. So that's going to be about 8.4. So the diameter is about 8.4 inches.